Hello!
Hello! And welcome to this family service from St Mary's, Charminster. And today's theme is...
Lent!
Woo! Now, we kind of did Lent last week, didn't we, Mark?
A little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We mainly did pancakes. And I hope if you had pancakes, you enjoyed your pancakes. And it would be good to know what you put inside your pancakes, wouldn't it? Because we now know Reverend Layla really likes cheese and golden syrup. Look at that. Look how much you can see how much he enjoyed it from the video last week. So welcome to
Lent!
Lent.
What is Reverend Mark doing for Lent?
So what I'm going to do, Reverend Lee, I'm going to do more exercise. So
Great.
yes, I'm going to go out with my wife Claire and our dog Hector, and we're going to walk longer in the morning. So we're going to go do more exercise in the morning, which is really good because that helps you to get fitter. So if you're fitter, you can do lots more things. And also, I'm going to give something up this year. I don't give up something every year, but this year I'm going to give up sort of all puddings. We're going to give up all puddings, so no puddings.
Oh, that would be really
puddings.
difficult.
Yeah,
I really
and
like puddings.
no puddings and no chocolate. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Big giving up in 2021 for Lent.
that is a lot to give up.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay.
that's what I'm going to try. We will see. I'll report back now and again, so see where we're getting on. So Reverend Layla, what do you think is the most important thing about Lent? What is the most important part of Lent?
That's a really good question, Reverend Mark. And I think the most important part of Lent is making sure that if all of our life is like lots of building blocks,
Yeah, a bit like sort of Lego-y things.
a bit like Lego. In fact, we've got some Lego-y things here.
How exciting is that?
I know.
And you know the proper name for them as well, which is very impressive.
I think they're called Duplo, but I'm not entirely sure. Mega blocks, though.
Mega block. Oh, that
Mega
sounds
blocks.
good, doesn't it? Mega blocks.
Oh, very good.
Mega blocks.
Now, I think the individual bits of our lives are a bit like these blocks.
Mega blocks.
So I could have one for my friends.
Oh, yeah, that sounds very
I could
clever.
have one for my family. Thank you. I could have one for Cookie. And one for the things I really enjoy doing. And one for the stuff I do in church. And the thing is about these is that when you start to stack them up and they become bigger and bigger, if you try and build a wall with them, they sort of fall apart a bit.
They do, don't they?
And what we really need is a nice, firm base. So, this is a bit like our relationship with God. We need to make sure, and this is what Lent is for, that our lives are built on a really nice, firm base. And that means that when we do things, God is there holding everything up.
Oh, that's very clever.
So for me, Lent is about looking at my life and thinking about whether everything is sitting on that really firm base that's God, and thinking about how I can spend more time praying and more time getting to know God so that the rest of my life comes together on Him.
So because Lent happens every year,
Yeah.
and it's for 40 days,
It
does
is.
that mean each year we could think about how our lives are and how about our foundation, the thing
Yeah.
we build everything. So each year it's that opportunity to make sure the bottom of our building, which is called a foundation, is really straight and really strong.
That's absolutely right, Mark. Yeah, and that is partly what Lent is all about.
That's really good. And now we're going to hear a story that Jesus told about two builders building a house on foundations.
Yeah.
Stories of the Bible. The parable of the two builders. This is Jesus,
Heyo!
who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. While Jesus was on earth, he taught everyone about God's love and healed people from their sickness. He did many miracles like walking on water
Oh, hey guys.
and even raised people from the dead.
Wahoo!
One day, as he saw the crowds gathering, Jesus went up to the mountainside and sat down. His disciples gathered around him, and he began to teach them. He asked them, "Why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say?" Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise.
Hey, I'm gonna build here.
I'm gonna build out there.
All right, suit yourself.
Like a person who builds a house on solid rock.
Oh, yeah.
When the floodwaters rise and break against that house, it stands firm because it was well built.
I'll get it here.
But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish.
All right, hey, this is nice.
Like a person who builds a house on sand.
Uh-oh.
When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching.
That was a really good story, wasn't it?
It was a really good story. I do like the way how Jesus taught his disciples by telling stories. It's really clever, that. Really clever. That's why in Reverend Penny's challenge last week, she asked us to try something new or help people, because that helps to build on our foundation and start to build our walls up to make them very strong as well.
So you know how we just talked about building up on that solid foundation, a solid rock.
And God helping us to do that.
Exactly. Now, one of the things that we can do to do that is to pray, isn't it?
It is talk to God in our prayers. Yeah.
So now we're going to sing a song all about the fact that we can pray to God anywhere and at any time.
That sounds really good. Shall we watch the video of the song?
Yeah!
From the moment that you wake up, and you get out of your bed, even at the bus stop, or if you walk to school instead, you can pray anytime, noon or night, anytime you need to talk to the Lord, you can do it. Just open up your eyes or keep them closed, doesn't matter who knows, just talk to your dad in heaven. He will hear you. He will hear you. You could be sitting at your desk at school, or doing nothing much at all. Doesn't matter where you are, no rules. It could be summer, spring, or fall. You can pray anytime, noon or night, anytime you need to talk to the Lord, you can do it. Just open up your eyes or keep them closed, doesn't matter who knows, just talk to your dad in heaven. He will hear you. He will hear you. He will hear you. He will hear you. He will hear what you say every minute, every day. He is listening to you. He is listening to you. You can pray anytime, noon or night, anytime you need to talk to the Lord, you can do it. Just open up your eyes or keep them closed, doesn't matter who knows, just talk to your dad in heaven. He will hear you. He will hear you. He will hear you. He will hear you.
That was a really good song.
That was a really, really good song. And was that the same lady who sung us a song last week?
I think it might have been.
It was.
You know what I really like? I really like the fact that she literally could pray anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. I wonder how you have got on with last week's challenge about thinking about things you want to take up and start doing this Lent.
And you know what's really exciting? Reverend Penny's got a new challenge for us. So Reverend Penny's now going to magically zoom in and talk to us about her new challenge this week.
Reverend Penny.
Hello, Reverend Penny.
Hello, everyone. Have you had a good week? It's been half term, so I'm sure you will have. Reverend Mark and Reverend Layla have been talking about the two builders. And I'm just wondering what you think of that story that Jesus told. I have a challenge, a new one for this week, but I want you to keep last week's challenge going. I said to you, I wanted you to do it for the whole of Lent, and I do. But this week, I want you to take on top of that, a new challenge and think of one thing, just one thing to thank God for every day.
Well, thank you very much, Reverend Penny. And not only did she give us one challenge, she's given us two challenges. Now, Reverend Lady's very crafty, so she might like the second challenge as well.
Ooh, what's the second challenge?
To build out of any sort of material a house with a strong foundation.
Wow, so you could build it out of blocks, like
Mega
we've been
blocks.
building. You could build it out of loo rolls,
You could, definitely, yes.
cardboard boxes. You can find whatever you have lying around the house, and if you want to, you can send us a picture.
Oh, if you could send us a picture, that would be wonderful.
Yeah. Now, I think we should ask Reverend Penny to zoom back in and say a prayer for us.
I think that'd be a really good idea. So, zoom back in, please, Reverend Penny.
Dear God, we have lots of challenges when we're young and also when we're old. And some are really difficult. But we know that if we listen to you and do as you tell us, we'll be like the man who built his house on the rock. We'll have a firm foundation on which we can build our lives. And so now, God, because it's already Lent, we ask you to help us to build a firm foundation base. Help us to listen to you and to do as you tell us.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Reverend Penny, for bringing our challenge and our prayer today. And we hope that all of you have a really good time taking up new things and building houses and building your lives on that solid foundation with God's help.
So, it's been lovely to see you this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And our theme next week is
Joseph,
and his brothers.
see you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.